a messy mind. Think I need to help you. I'm gonna try. Cute as hell, baby. Hotter than flames. Wanna burn together in a million ways. Now let me take the lead. Know you wanna play with me. Got secrets you might wanna see. You might wanna see. You might wanna. I know I'm not gonna regret this. Wanna get reckless, put you to the test, yeah. I know I'm not gonna regret this. I wanna get reckless. I wanna get reckless. I wanna get reckless. I wanna get reckless. Couldn't keep your poker face. Before you kept me waiting when I wanted to race. Sweet as hell, baby. You're a sugar rush. I knew you were giving. Temptation was craving. You love it, you hate it. Now let me take the lead. Know you wanna play with me. Got secrets you might wanna see. You might wanna see. You might wanna. Lock the door, zip it off. Kiss my neck, but you want more. Scream your name deep in the night. Work your way around my thighs. Explore my hips, my time that I scream your name. I shut it down, 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 down. I know I'm not gonna regret this. Wanna get reckless, put you to the test, yeah. I know.
What's the story, Smackdown Live fans? Tonight's topics on the Wrestle Story are
The New Day is no more.
Becky Two Belts is pulling double duty.
Elias gone corporate.
All that and more on tonight's Wrestle Story.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after Smackdown, and every Wednesday after NXT, as well as streaming after every pay-per-view.
We also do a prediction stream before the pay-per-view, generally, to give our predictions and thoughts on who we think might pull out victorious. So, with that being said, it is Tuesday, and we are talking about SmackDown Live.
Yes.
What did you think overall of tonight's show?
Overall, I didn't think tonight was too bad. Definitely thought it was better than yesterday's. So, that was a step up. But I think...
Oh my gosh! I'm just now realizing. There was no Buddy Murphy on TV.
Yes.
What the buckets? He didn't get to make his debut on SmackDown.
No.
Cedric Alexander got to make his debut yesterday.
Well,
Why didn't Buddy Murphy get to make his debut?
Well, because you got a 2-hour show compared to a 3-hour show, so you're just cramming, a lot more stuff into a 2-hour show.
So then why did you put him on SmackDown Live?
Well, because I think that you had a lot of stuff going on and storylines created and things like that. This is what's happening right now. And so,
I mean, I'm okay with it, but, he didn't get to make his debut.
No.
So I was a little upset. But, anyway, so, yeah, Tuesday. Your thoughts on Tuesday? You thought it was better than yesterday?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I can agree with that. I think today was better than yesterday. There were key points of yesterday that I liked, and there were key points of tonight that I liked. So.
All right. Well, let's get started.
Yeah. So, show started with Shane. He came out to talk about Vince getting punched in the face last week by Roman Reigns. So, this overall, he was like, I have a short amount of time to be out here, but he took forever. Because that's what Shane does. He just sucks up time from the show. But, he comes out and he calls out Roman, and I thought it was very funny. One of the key points that he said was, he said, "What kind of a man hits another man's father?"
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
You do, Shane. You did. Just a couple weeks ago. You were all up in Mr. and Mrs. face, beating him up.
Yeah.
So, what you talking about, dude?
Yep.
Roman comes out, looks as if he's gonna get on the mic, drops the mic. Shane then does the same thing. He's standing across the ring from him. He drops the mic, and then Shane looks to go and take a shot at Roman, and Elias comes up from behind and attacks Roman. And then Shane and Elias team up together to keep him down, take him out, and then they leave the ring. And we're left with Roman Reigns sitting in the middle of it. So, right after this happened, I put up a tweet. I said, I'm going to say they're probably going to have a match of Money in the Bank. How much you want to bank on that, people?
Yes.
Money in the Bank. We'll get to that in just a minute. But then we go backstage and we have a Kofi Kingston interview with Big O and Xavier Woods. And they're just talking about how Kofi has his first singles match since winning the title later in the evening against Shinsuke Nakamura, with Rusev in his corner and Lana, of course. And then Big O starts the New Day Rocks chant. After that, we get to another match out in the ring. And out in the ring, of course. No, they had a match in the parking lot.
Wouldn't this be the first match, not another match?
Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking that Shane and Elias was a match. My bad. Forget I said anything. The first match of the evening. Jeez. Don't know what I'm talking about. It's Finn Balor versus Andrade with Zelina. Once again, I'm going to predict that they are going to have a match at Money in the Bank for the IC title. Would you say that would probably be right?
Probably. I mean, why are you having them wrestle? If you're going to have that happen, why are you having them wrestle now?
Because they got to build up to it.
But you can do other things to build up to it without having them wrestle each other.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
You can have a lot of trash time. Well, here's the problem. They're going to have this match like 14 times or some version of this match 14 times before
Rey Mysterio and Andrade.
before we have Money in the Bank. So that's where I have the issue, and that's where I hope they don't do that. And if this is going to be the match that they're going to use at Money in the Bank, but we'll see.
Yeah. So the way they talked this out is that right before Andrade came into NXT, Finn Balor was leaving. And so he ran away from Andrade there. Then Andrade goes to Raw and gets to face Finn Balor. Finn Balor runs from Raw and goes to SmackDown. So there is no Andrade and Finn Balor. Then they say that Andrade is back and he's going to hunt Finn Balor down. He's back on SmackDown where Finn Balor is, and Finn Balor's not going anywhere. So he is here. He wants the IC title. So that's the way they're pulling that off, because Andrade and Zelina were supposed to be on Raw.
Well, like I said, that's cool, but
and then they got moved back to SmackDown.
Then they need to.
Which, I mean, I don't have a big deal with it.
They need to, like I said, just don't have the match every week.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. But I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with it. Otherwise, I think it'll be a good feud, and hopefully ends with Andrade winning the Intercontinental title, because I think he should have had like the US or the IC title like right when he came, like shortly, not right when he came up, but shortly after he came up.
Yeah.
He should have been given that title because he's one of the best that they have up there. From their new from NXT, he's one of the best up there. They got moved up from NXT, and so I think that he deserves to have a title shot. So I mean, we'll see where this goes. I'm expecting it to be Finn versus Andrade at Money in the Bank. So Finn ends up getting the win over Andrade after Zelina gets involved. She was going to jump from the top rope onto Finn Balor. Andrade ended up catching her, and then was like put down, got out of the ring, and then it distracted Andrade enough that Finn was able to get him down and hit the coup de grace on him, and then it was over. So, another thing I'm kind of curious about, are they going to split up Andrade and Zelina then?
I would say yes.
If they're going to start having them rift apart from one another.
Yeah, I would say yes.
I'm just curious because, I mean, quite honestly, I don't think it's a good move. Andrade cut a promo tonight, and, you know, of course, he doesn't speak much English, and so, which is fine, but that's why I think they should have a manager for him, just because he doesn't speak English well enough. Like, it's just like Oscar Nakamura or somebody like that, you know?
Well, it is, and I mean, there's different things they could do to make it work, and they don't necessarily have to have Zelina Vega be his manager. They could come up with someone else to do it. But I do think they're going to split. So then we have Elias, and he sings a song.
He does. He's backstage. He sings a song. He does sing a song. He sings. He goes, Roman, why don't we have a match of Money in the Bank? And that was pretty much the extent of his song.
Yep.
And then Shane comes up out of nowhere. He says, yeah, bud, he'll never accept your challenge. He won't accept it. And then they say, let's go. Let's get out of here. So they hop in a limo, and they leave. Elias has gone corporate.
Yeah. I don't like the way they're doing this.
I don't have a problem with it because Elias is getting a push.
Well, he is, but this has been done before.
It has.
And so I just think that, you know, repeating the storyline with the same people, just it makes the storyline kind of dull when you do it again.
Quite honestly, I wish it would have just been Elias and Roman and not having Shane involved in it.
Yeah. They just kind of totally dumped the Miz and Shane thing.
They did. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, but on Raw yesterday, didn't Miz say something about Shane? So I'm kind of...
Maybe they're setting up the Miz and Roman versus Elias and Shane McMahon at Money in the Bank.
But Roman and Elias is already announced.
Well, it is, but I mean, they can change things.
I mean, yeah, I know they can always change things, but to me, I mean, like,
they can change that tomorrow.
It would be fine, but like, I prefer Roman versus Elias 1-on-1, and quite honestly, I don't know who would win.
The Roman and Elias?
Yeah.
Roman should kill him.
I think they might have Elias win via like some sneaky business.
Well, they might. I mean, that's possible.
Yeah. I mean, there's a possibility that they do that.
Then we have Kairi Sane comes out with Asuka and Paige. And she is going to take on Peyton Royce, who, of course, has Billy Kay with her. Mm-hmm. The Iconics.
And people on Twitter were making fun of this. They go, all right, let's debut Kairi Sane and Asuka as a tag team. And then the next... okay, cool. And then the next week after that, we're going to put Kairi Sane in a singles match.
Yeah.
Let's go, people. Sounds great.
Which is funny because, you know, they love all these triple threat matches and 6-man tag matches. And
I know, we always talk about that. And then
it's
they put
like
in singles matches.
they have a tag team and they put
but
them
they
in a
put them
singles
in singles matches. So
it's like crazy.
Does it make any sense to you?
No.
So, to begin it off, we have Mandy and Sonya with a video from earlier in the day telling Paige that she made a huge mistake choosing Asuka and Kairi as her tag team to manage, and that she will soon see that Asuka is no good and Kairi is no good, and so they should have picked Mandy and Sonya. But you can't go back on it now because you chose those fools. We will not forgive you. So they have that silly little thing. And then we have the Iconics who come out, and once again they tell us they are the future, and the future is iconic.
Yes. I are they going to split them up?
We talked about this yesterday, and I don't know.
Just because, and they're only, again, basically they talked about, yesterday about having each other's backs, and now, like, this is 2 days in a row that
The future is us.
Yeah,
the
they've
future
lost.
is iconic.
So I wonder what they'll do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just the way, and they can always say, well, we will not go to singles wrestlers. We have to be a tag team.
I mean, yeah, they can always do that. So Kairi Sane ends up getting the win after she hits Peyton with the insane elbow, which is the way that she took them out last week when they made their debut. Or when she made their debut. Wait. When she made her debut.
Yes.
There we go. And then after that, we have Mandy and Sonya who come out, and they are just like, good for you. Good win for you. Good win for you. And we have Mandy and Sonya at the top of the ramp, and Kairi and Asuka and Paige at the bottom of the ramp, and Paige is like, how about him? And then, so we're left kind of with a stare down, and it looked like they were going to kind of walk forward and, like, come face to face with one another, but then Jinder Mahal's music hits, and he walks out with the Singh brothers.
Yeah, not sure what the whole point of this was.
They do this all the time to the women's wrestlers.
Yeah, I don't get why they do
Or
it.
the women's wrestlers are the one who are interrupting them. Because 2 weeks in a row, we had Becky who interrupted Braun. And we had Becky who interrupted somebody else. I can't remember who.
Yeah.
And now we have Jinder interrupting Mandy and Sonya.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't get it. So, we have that. So the next match is Jinder Mahal versus Chad Gable. And this match never happened because Lars Sullivan came out and attacked Chad from behind. And then he got into the ring and attacked the Singh brothers. Jinder Mahal, he was going to attack Jinder Mahal, but Jinder Mahal slid out from underneath the ring. Slid out from underneath the ropes and left because he did not want to deal with Lars Sullivan. And
if I'm the Singh brothers, we're never backing you again. We always get beat up when we back you.
Pretty much. So the Singh brothers end up getting attacked instead. Both of them. Just torn to shreds. Not good. Then our Truth comes out. Our Truth's music hits. No Carmella this time. She was too scared. And he comes out and tries to attack Lars. Lars then rips him to shreds and lays him out in the center of the ring. What did they do?
I thought they were going to make him a legend killer. Now I don't know. Now he just beats everybody up, so I don't know. And it's a bunch of, not your big name, your top card wrestlers. So I don't know what
Hey, I consider our Truth to be top card.
He's okay. I mean,
for his promos.
I don't know, I don't know what they're doing with him. I thought they would give him a better push than what they are. Because right now I don't think they're using him right. And what they're doing with him, if you're going to have him attack people that mean something. Mm-hmm. And right now they're not doing that.
Well, he attacked Kurt first.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
And then he attacked, who did he attack after that?
The Hardys.
The Hardys, yeah. Hardys. And
that's why I thought we were going to have...
Then he attacked our Truth.
That was going to be kind of a legend killer, and then I think they're going to set up an R-Truth and Lars Sullivan match.
Probably. That would make sense. I mean...
Yeah. Considering he's
destroyed him twice now.
R-Truth twice now.
So, I mean, that is to be expected. Then we get an interesting promo from Aleister Black. He's wearing all black. It's a dark room, and he's now on Smackdown Live. And so this is like a first time reinventing his character, I guess. Is he going to be heel? I don't really know. But he started off his promo by saying, you know who I am, but do you know what I am? And then he went, it was very cryptic. It was very odd. Almost like Bray Wyatt stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm wondering what they're going to do with him.
I thought they do I think it's kind of cool they're doing kind of a darker edge with him, which is what I thought they should have done anyway.
Yeah, because when they first brought him up, they put him with Ricochet, and Ricochet is, happy-go-lucky.
I just hope they don't change his entrance, because I like his entrance.
I do too. His entrance is cool.
Just keep that the same and go with it that way, and, promote him the right way. But I thought it was a good promo.
I did too.
Overall. So we'll see what they do with Aleister Black.
And that's like the first like actual promo that he has like cut on TV.
Yeah.
So, very, like you said, I'm very curious to see what they do with him. Maybe he's in the Money in the Bank match.
Could be.
Maybe he wins.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I mean, who knows? Anything's possible. So, who knows? Well, I mean, we'll just have to see.
Yep.
I'm curious to see who the competitors are.
Then we have Roman backstage. He gets asked if he accepts Elias' challenge, and well, shockingly, he says yes, and I will dismantle Elias at Money in the Bank.
So now the matches that we have are Lacey versus Becky for the Raw Women's Championship. We have Roman versus Elias, and we have Seth versus AJ.
Yes.
There was another match added, but we'll get to that in just a little bit.
Card subject to change.
Yeah. Card.
Multiple times before. It may even change the night of Money in the Bank, so...
It might. I saw somewhere that apparently, like, 4 minutes before Raw, yesterday, they were still changing the script, and they were changing stuff.
Which is, like, disorganization. So then we have Becky, Charlotte face-to-face.
I thought this was supposed to be a match, if I'm being honest, because they were promoting it as a match.
I think all they promoted was they were going to be face-to-face. I don't think they ever promoted it as a match. I think they always said it was just going to be a face-to-face.
Well, I thought it was going to be a match. And I'm pretty sure the internet also thought it was going to be a match. But it was face-to-face. Which, I mean, I'm fine with, because it wasn't Becky versus Charlotte. But, you know. So, Charlotte gets on the mic. And she says, at WrestleMania, 3 of the very best competed in the main event. Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and myself, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She says that Becky pinned Ronda and not me. So I never lost my championship belt. I never lost it. And she wants Becky to come out and explain why, oh why, is she the double champ when she really isn't, because she never beat me. Not me, Charlotte.
Yeah.
And so Becky comes out and says, it was a winner-take-all match. Do you not understand that? Because it was winner-take-all. So, stupid dope. And then she said, I didn't need to beat you. I knew I could beat you because I've done it multiple times before. But I wanted to beat the woman who no one was able to beat till I came around. Charlotte goes on to say she wants her title back. Becky says, you need to get in the back of the line because I want some new competitors like Ember Moon and like Bayley, because you're handed your opportunities all the time. You are the web that management won't untangle me from. Good line. Thought that was good. Bayley then comes out, thanks Becky for the shout out, and says, but do you know how many times you have beat me? 0. Big fat 0. Charlotte then kind of gets in Bayley's face and is like, whoa. You get in the back of the line because I'm next. After she faces Lacey, I am next. And so, Bayley does not take very kindly to that. She shoves Charlotte. She put her hand on her shoulder. She shoves her arm off. And then exchange a few words. And she says, well, why don't you fight for your opportunity once in a while? Because all the rest of us have to. And you don't seem to do that ever. And so that leads into a match between Charlotte and Bayley. And the winner gets a shot at Becky's Smackdown title.
Yes. I'm going to make a prediction. Lacey Evans beats Becky Lynch at Money in the Bank.
I'm going to make a better prediction. Becky is going to retain both her championship belts. The winner of the women's Money in the Bank match is going to cash in on the SmackDown title because it's going to be a SmackDown winner. And she will lose her SmackDown belt because she is tired from defending both championships. And then she will remain on Raw.
Then why are you setting up this Charlotte and Becky feud?
No reason whatsoever.
Yeah. So
because they've done it a million times over.
They're going to...
No, they're not.
Yeah, okay.
No, they're not.
Okay.
She's going to be on Raw.
Well, I know she's going to be on Raw.
She's going to be on Raw, so she has to retain her championship belt.
They can put her back on Raw.
Whatever. that's not going to go that way. Lacey's not going to win.
She loses to Lacey.
And
goes to SmackDown till SummerSlam. Loses the belt there. And then goes back to Raw.
whatever. So I like my prediction better, where she retains both championship belts. Then the winner of Money in the Bank comes in and cashes in on her after the Smackdown.
Great, so she's going to be beat by nobody.
For all you know, that nobody could be Sasha Banks, could be Bayley, could be Ember Moon.
Well,
Okay?
It's not one of the big two right now.
Could be Liv Morgan.
Like I
All
said,
right?
It's not one of the big two right now.
Whatever. So, yeah. That's
So we have a Charlotte.
what I'm going with. And so Charlotte and Bayley.
Charlotte Bayley. Charlotte ends up getting the win.
Yeah, you kind of already spoiled that when you talk about Charlotte versus Becky at Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Becky's backstage, says that being the double champ means I defend both belts, and so I'm going to do just that.
So she is pulling double duty at Money in the Bank. She is going to defend her Raw Women's Championship belt first against Lacey, and then her SmackDown Women's Championship belt against the biggest dope on the face of the earth, Charlotte Flair.
Okay. Whatever.
Why on earth do they keep doing this to us?
I don't know.
Because we have seen Charlotte versus Becky a million times over. I've said this many a times. They have great matches every time they're in the ring because they work together so much and they have good chemistry. And they started in NXT together, so they train together and blah, 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 blah. So, it's good matches. But why?
Because right now the other talent isn't up there yet.
So you can't have Bayley in a match?
I'm just saying, you watch some of the other matches, and it's... you look at the Becky Alicia Fox match the other day.
It was terrible.
And
Okay?
so,
it was terrible.
If you're
Becky
trying to
almost
sell
got
tickets,
dropped on her
you're trying to
head.
get people to come in. You want people... They're going to work together, and people are going to sell their storyline and sell what's happening.
You might very well want that. But what are you going to get if you put Becky and Charlotte for the championship on at every pay-per-view?
Well, you'll probably get some boredom, but you're probably getting the better match out of it.
I don't get it. So I mean, I would have preferred Bayley to win, and I know lots of people would have preferred to have Bayley win because Bayley should be getting a push, but she's not, and it makes no sense. And it's no wonder that they have people who want to leave because they only use the same people.
I agree. They need to expand and use more.
So it doesn't work if you're having Becky's your champion, so have somebody else. And her promo was great tonight, where she was like, dude, like, come on. You have gotten your opportunity many a times. Handed to you.
Yeah.
This is, you are the web that management will not untangle me from.
Yep.
She literally couldn't have said it better because it's true. All we ever see is Charlotte versus Becky. Why is that? And 99.9% of the time, going with a storyline angle or like fighting for your opportunity, Charlotte doesn't do that because Charlotte just gets handed her opportunities, which is part of her character, and I understand that. But it gets old, and people don't want to see that anymore.
Well, they might not, but that's the way it works.
Okay, whatever. Put up this argument.
Then we have the FireFly Funhouse with Bray Wyatt. It was the exact same video as we saw yesterday.
Yep. Pretty much.
I still think that Nikki Cross is going to be Sister Abigail.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the main event, Kofi versus Nakamura. Good match, I thought.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of back and forth. Both did an excellent job, I thought, of, in ring. It looked good.
Mm-hmm.
And Kofi went for the pin. Rusev steps in, and there's a disqualification. Xavier and Big O come in to help out.
Big O.
They throw Rusev and Nakamura out, and then KO attacks Kofi and Xavier Woods.
Shock, shock, surprise, surprise. We knew it was coming.
We called it. It just happened sooner than we thought.
They're going to have a match at Money in the Bank.
I think so. I think one other thing that could happen is Kofi gets beat, and then Big E comes back and gets a push for the title.
I would agree with that. I think Big E should have had a push, like, a while ago.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. Because, I mean, Kofi deserves it. He 100% deserves it, and you can't deny that. Big E also deserves it, and he's worked his butt off for, like, multiple things, and he's been in WWE for forever, and so he, too, deserves a title shot. So if you're going to take the title off of Kofi, put it on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens can have his fun little reign as champion, and then, like you said, Big E comes back, and it's like, yeah, we got some unfinished business here. You turned your back on the New Day brothers. You took an oath. And I'm here to take the championship.
Yeah.
So
I think that's where we're headed. I think that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah. So KO attacks Kofi and Woods. KO gets in. Owens gets in Kofi's face and says, "I hope you had a good time. I hope your kids had a good time because this is over. This is all over. I'm taking your belts."
Yes.
And it's over. And Kofi fights back a little bit, but gets knocked down once again. Then Woods comes over to help, but soon gets hit upside the head by KO. He got powerbombed onto the ring apron, and it did not look like it felt great.
No.
So,
Definitely not.
Yeah, so that's what happened there. And then Kevin Owens just walks away from the wreckage, and refs are coming down every which way. And it was quite the scene. Quite the scene, I will say. Say so myself.
Yes. It'll be interesting to see where they go with the storyline. Obviously, there's going to be a KO versus Kofi Kingston, but beyond that, I think there's going to be more to it than just that. So we'll see where they go with it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much all that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know, one thing we haven't talked about, and we didn't put it in our title or anything, Dustin Rhodes is now officially gone from WWE. If you go check on YouTube, the Double or Nothing kind of episodes they've been showing, they show him, I don't remember if it was that or if it was on like Twitter or something, that they showed him putting away the gold dust.
That was on Twitter. I did see that on Twitter.
Yeah, so he put away the gold dust outfit and put it in a box and said, I think he said something like goodbye or something like that. And in the video on YouTube for Double or Nothing, you see him putting on black and red paint, and he says the black, I can't even remember what he said about that. The black means something, the red represents something, and they announced that Dustin Rhodes will be fighting Cody Rhodes at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, and he also was taken off the WWE roster.
Yes, he's off the WWE roster.
No longer on there.
He did send out a message talking about it was kind of an amicable release. They kind of agreed to part ways, and he was thankful for that. So yeah. So that's our AEW news.
There's that.
I think with that, that's pretty much wraps up our show for today.
I believe so, yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow night for NXT.
Yep.
Reminder, stream every Monday after Raw, every Tuesday after Smackdown, every Wednesday after NXT, and we stream after every pay-per-view. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and then hit the little bell, so you know when we go live, and you can watch us. If you have any comments for us, leave comments. If you have likes or dislikes, go ahead and leave them, but if you have, I would like to know why. If you dislike it, leave a little note saying why you disliked it so we can fix our streams.
Yep.
With that, we are out of here. Peace out.